I think what Carlos Sainz has said, one of the directors of the GPDA, the Grand Prix Drivers Association, is actually pretty spot on, to be honest. A lot of people were saying that it was pretty dull, and they actually missed a lot of the action, really, when it came to this. In highlight format, it wasn't that bad, really, but 2-hour race coverage could have been better for sure. And when it came to some of the decisions about what they were showing on the track, or in this case, off the track, it really, really ruffled the feathers of a lot of people because there weren't that many overtakes in Singapore, which is, you know, kind of par for the course, really. At the end of the day, Singapore is a very tricky track to overtake around. It's more about the physical challenge, the street fighting battles, really, when it comes to that, rather than actual overtaking, which, you know, we're going to see it twice next year. We've got a sprint race at Singapore next year. Yay, that's going to be great. But let me have a look at what Carlos Sainz has said here for you guys, because I think he's really spot on when it comes to this, because it does show that these days Formula One is about more than just the F1, more than the racing itself. And I think that the TV directors are trying to pander to an audience that might exist. It might be out there. The demand to see these things might be out there. But overall, I would have to say most F1 fans absolutely hate this, and it has to change. And will it change? Probably not. But let me just read out what Carlos Sainz has said here, guys, the actual quote for you. So shout out to El Partidazo de Cope, who I'm presuming are a Spanish broadcaster or media organisation of some kind. Never heard of them before personally, but shout out to them because they got this quote from Carlos Sainz. He said, quote, "It's becoming a bit of a trend, which must have worked for them once upon a time when people found it interesting to see our girlfriends, to see famous people on TV, the reactions. I understand that if there is an overtake, a very tense moment in the race, it is understandable that the production team might want to show a reaction shot if they have seen that was worked in the past, but they only should if the competition is respected and you are always showing the important moments of the race. Last week they did not show any of the 4 or 5 overtakes I did at the end, nor did they show Fernando's pursuit of Lewis. They missed a lot of things. The other thing is fine, but don't lose the sight of the main thing. For me, they go overboard a little, showing the celebrities and girlfriends.